Hello everyone and welcome back to more Mystic Destinies! Oh my god, return of Mystic Destinies, Serendipity of Aeons. It's been so long. Oh my gosh. Anyways, we're back at it again. Hope you guys have missed this series because, I think I've grown to really like the series, and as I was doing some of my other let's play, like mainly the letter, I was just like, oh my god, maybe I should go back to like Takumi's starting story because it's been so long, and like all I've been playing is the letter because of the month of October. Like I'm the kind of person who really liked the whole thing that I had going on before, where it was like I had two let's play going on because that way I feel like my interests would kind of be bounce back and forth, and then I also liked seeing how much I can recall in each story. So anyways, I feel like it's been so long. Well, anyways, last time we left off on Mystic Destinies, we finished off on Shinji's route completely, so that includes his main story and his epilogue. And then we last left off where it was like basically I was going to start Takumi's route the next time I started up Mystic Destinies. And this is and here we are. We are in the beginnings of Takumi's story. I bought it, the full version of it, but of course, like I said, you guys, the first three chapters I've already done because they're like the preview sample chapters that we get before actually buying any of the main stories, like the full story. So please refer back to my let's play on those three chapters for Takumi. Give yourselves a refresher, just like catch up on what happened in the story thus far and where we last left off by in chapter 3. So, of course, we're going to start off at Chapter 4. I think Chapter 3, the last time we left off, was, if I skimmed through it really quickly, what I got was Hana, our main character, heroine, basically just, left everything. She took on the rebel path kind of way, where she's like, she drops out of school because of what happened with her with the whole, gaining powers suddenly, and she just bailed out on choosing a mentor that Hikaru had offered us. So it was either any of the boys that were taking the classes, and since Takumi is like a non-mage in that terms, he's out of the option in terms of presently. So then she what's it called? Aborted that mission, finds him out on the street, and then she kind of runs off with him because she wanted to find Shizuka. And of course, Takumi is an investigator, so he's like, okay, if you're really up for it, then I'll help you find your mom because that's kind of my job. Like, I hunt down really shady people. So she tags along with one of his night missions, tracking down some dude, and then it came to the point where that dude had powers to shift into people who are influenced or some shit like that, who are significant to our memories personally, and he shifted into Shizuka, and Hana freaked out about it, thinking that she's real, that it's actually Shizuka, but it's not. It's actually an illusion. And then they went back to Takumi's mentor's place because it was really dangerous to go back to her Hana's place or some shit like that. I don't know what was it, but anyways, we ended up that place staying the night there, and then afterwards we went to go visit her dad at the office because because she's so determined to find out where Shizuka went. First place to start off is to ask her dad some questions, and then that's why she gets the full-length story. It's revealed that her dad knows everything, but because it was revealed that way, Hana is she's really upset about it. She feels betrayed, blah blah blah. It's she doesn't really accept it. She runs off, and then so I think Hana refused to have anything to do with her dad at that point because she was so mad at him for knowing everything that happened. And then so Takumi suggested some place that where there's a significance, the last place where she last saw Shizuka, and that was when she remembered the little cottage house that she was taken to before Shizuka kind of drugged her and did the ritual on her. So that was where we last left off, and that's where the duo decided to go. So that's where chapter 4 starts off on. So chapter 4, Enigma. There we go. So let's get started. Oh my god, I'm so happy to get back into Mystic Destinies and this universe. Okay, so when we get to the house, everything is so quiet. Okay, The grass gently blows in the wind, and the scene looks like it should be a peaceful one. Yes, indeed. But somehow it's creepy, it's empty, and wrong. Well, better than, I'm sure, the letter universe. Another thing to be grateful to be back in Mystic Destinies for is that no more spoofs and no more crazy ghost ladies trying to kill me. I take a few steps towards the house, but with each step my dread only grows. Yes. Bad memories. This house is built on the land my ancestors lived on hundreds of years ago, yes. They lived and worked here, they spilled blood here. Well, again, I keep referring back to the letter. I'm sure not as much as blood is in the letter. Her words ring in my mind so loud enough that I almost see her right in front of me. Yes, my skin crawls and I hold back a shiver. It's as if I can actually feel the souls of those people here. Ooh, wow, okay. And all the bad energy that I myself created from what happened. Panic begins to creep onto me, crawling and grabbing at me like millions of cold and clammy hands trying to tear me apart. It grips at me, holding on so tight that I'm rooted on the spot. My eyes dart around, every cell in my body is screaming for me to run, yes. But you gotta do some investigations. I turn around, about to break into a run for the scooter when Taku places his hand on my arm. I jump and jerk away from him, panting. An uneasy feeling is in my stomach, making me sick with terror. Oh yeah, and also she recalls the fact that he was her childhood friend. Yeah, okay, so that's out of the way, yeah. Yeah. Takumi examines me, but I can't guess what he's thinking. Whatever you're feeling right now, it's only in your head, right? There's no danger here right now. I'm with you now, so everything's going to be fine, yes. He moves a little closer. I'm here with you, Hana, yes. There's no danger here, just take deep breaths and you'll be okay. Hopefully. Taku keeps repeating his words over and over in a soothing, steady voice. Listening to him, I nod and he takes me back to the scooter. I sit down on the seat and slowly take deep breaths until I feel myself calm down a bit. A few minutes pass like this in silence, only the sound of the wind rustling the leaves in the grass disturbs our silence. Do you still want to go in? Well, you kind of have to if you want to find any answers. I look up at him with only one thought in mind. Hell no. Okay, I guess we're not doing it. We're not today. But I have to do this. Yes. Yeah, I have to. This is my mission, right? Takumi grins under the mask. His eyes the only real clue to that, and nods. It is. We're here because of you, so you should go, too. Yeah. I swallow the lump forming in my throat and set my sights on the house. I hop off the scooter and start walking towards it, stealing my emotion and forcing myself to keep on moving. Yes. Step by step. Yes, little step by step. Slowly, I start to slide the door to the house open, but Takumi stops it with his hand. We gotta do some recon. We gotta make sure everything's clear. No traps. Let me go first. Yeah. With that, he slides right past me and goes inside. Okay. As Takumi slides the door open, there is nothing inside but an empty room. I stare at the room and feel myself drawn into a memory. Yes. Mother comes in carrying a tray of snacks and some tea. Thought she was all pleasant and shit until she drugged me. She glides across the room and gently places a tray on the table in front of me. Now we can have our little chat. Now we can have our chat a little more comfortably. Yes. Yes, so she says. A voice whispering into my ear snaps me out of it, bringing me to reality. I'm done checking out the place, so you should hurry and look around. Yes, I nod even though I have no idea where to start looking. Right. But regardless, I feel determined to find something. Yeah. Anything. Oh, well, I guess no. I looked through every nook and cranny that I could find. I did find some weird flask, some empty, some still full of something that I wouldn't even know how to begin to describe. Oh, well, you shouldn't touch that then. There were many books and languages that I couldn't recognize, and an old pendant with the main jewel missing. Ooh, that's interesting. I sigh. I found plenty, but at the same time, I found absolutely nothing. I sit on the floor and lean back against the scroll on the wall. Ooh, hidden compartment somewhere or some shit. A tiny thud catches my attention. I look down to see that an envelope stuffed with papers fell down right next to me. Ooh, there we go. Hidden shit. Ugh. What the? Takumi looks at me, then at the envelope on the floor. Okay, cool. You found something. Nice job. I just kinda Okay. I grab the envelope and quickly open it. I pull the stack of papers out and begin to sift through everything. Yes, what are these? I'm deeply absorbed in my task when Takumi speaks in an oddly cheerful voice. What are you so happy about? I thought there was someone here. Oh, what? I thought there was someone here. What? Oh, okay, okay, what? Ah, you. Confusion and then an overwhelming sense of fear creeps over me. I look up to see a hooded man standing there. Well, hello, welcome. He grins and a pair of very sharp fangs glint in the light. Ooh, are you a vampire? I jump to my feet and back up against a wall. A vampire. That's a vampire. A vampire. Yes, I think this is the first time she's seen one. Yeah, in Takumi's route. What in the hell? How vampires? They're real? Yes. Even though I'm looking right at one, I can't bring myself to actually believe it. A vampire, a real freaking vampire, is right here in the same room. The vampire speeds toward me. All I see is him disappear in a flash of black. I feel like screaming, but no sound comes out. I can't move. It's okay, we got Takumi, that's why. It's alright. Before I realize it, Takumi's in front of me, a dagger already in the vampire's stomach. Nice. Nice reflexes. Then he jerks the dagger out and stabs him in the shoulder as well. Ouch. I gasp at how the scene unfolds. I can barely believe the violence occurring right in front of me, especially from Takumi. Well, better the vampire than you, okay? As if ignoring the stab, the vampire only grunts and rips out the dagger. Blood spills to the floor and Takumi darts forward to grab his weapon. The vampire almost catches him, but Taku rolls out of the way just in time. Taku yells behind him, "Hana, are you going to do something?" Right. But I can't move, I can't react, I'm completely frozen in place. Right, because she literally has had no experience in casting any of her magic at all at this point because she bailed out on getting a tutor from any of the guys that actually know what they're doing. The vampire lunges for Takumi in rage, but Taku dodges him. Alright, then a deep female voice rings out throughout the room. What? Another person. Stop. Ooh. Who, what, when, where? The vampire immediately stands up from where he had fallen as if at attention. Who are you? I look behind Taku to see a gorgeous woman walk in from the hallway. Okay, what the hell? It's as if she coalesces from the shadows themselves. Okay. She looks at Taku, then at me. Everything about her screams, danger, run. Her eyes stop at the vampire for a brief moment, and then quickly fall right back onto me. This time with much more interest, she begins to speak with a light accent in her sultry voice. Well, how fascinating. You look just like her. Thank you. I'm assuming you're talking about my mom, Shizuka, quote quote. Who are you and how are you related to the woman who owns this house? I hear myself sharply inhale. Who are you? And how do you know my yeah, Shizuka, yes. Still gotta get used to that. Takumi silently moves to stand closer to me, but his eyes never stray from the strange woman. Why would I tell you that? Okay. I'm the one in control here. Only I can ask the questions. Okay. She eyes us suspiciously. She seems to be considering what to do with us. She looks at the papers in my hands. She's gonna be like, give that to me. What are you looking for here? Why the fuck should we tell you? Well, the thing is that we don't really know either, so I'm just bluffing with you. Maybe I can help you. Oh, really? If you can help me. Oh, of course. Yeah, sure, that's believable. I open my mouth to tell her as much, but Takumi cuts in before me. If you tell me what you're looking for, then I'll tell you why we're here, okay? Or we can just fight. Oh god. Taku shifts his stance just slightly, readying himself for a fight. The woman stares at him for a few seconds before suddenly chuckling. Fine, I'm looking for something the woman who owns this house owes me. Okay, well, I don't know what she owes you though. You'd know it right away if you saw it. No, I don't. Interesting. Thanks for sharing. Do you always trust us easily? Oh. Oh, mind games! The woman pulls a large gun out as she aims it towards us. Takumi throws some strange flask on the floor. Oh my god, Takumi, you just had to do... Oh god. Oh well, smoke bomb. It's alright. We'll just leave now. The flask shatters upon impact, creating a thick fog like a cloud. I can hear coughing and swears, and I feel myself being lifted up. Takumi throws me over his shoulder and runs the hell out of the house before the fog can lift. Yes. Bye. Takumi puts me down and we run through the field in a mad dash. To the scooter! Or the Batmobile! My lungs feel as if they're on fire and my legs feel like they'll give out right under me. The only thing that keeps me going is Takumi dragging me along after him. We reach his scooter and quickly get on. Yes, wasting no time, Takumi starts it up and we ride off into the night. Alright, well, that was interesting. And we're back at his mentor's place, yeah. We don't speak until we get back to Aurelia's place. Somehow it doesn't feel safe until we're inside. Alright, so, we practically collapse onto the couch from exhaustion. Takumi sighs and looks at me. That woman, yeah, who is she? Is the right hand of a vampire mafia is the right hand of a vampire mafia family known as the Okuras. Oh, wow, mafia vampires. Ooh, that's interesting. Vampire mafia, whatever. Same shit. Her name is Azucena del Bosque, and she's an incredibly dangerous demon. Oh, she's a demon. Okay, not a vampire, but a demon. What? A demon? Yes. First there's vampires, and now there's demons. How? Because we're in a magical realm, girl, magical world. Takumi nods. Yeah. Demons are said to be descendants of fallen angels. They live in a different realm than ours. Oh, okay. Personally, I think vampires are much worse than demons. Just the process to become one is hellish. Oh, okay. Well, I would love to know more if you're willing to share, but I don't think it's the right time. Ever curious, despite my better judgment, I decided to ask Takumi. Okay, she'll ask for me. Alright. So how does one become a vampire? Yeah. The victim has to be drained of blood until they're near death, then the vampire injects their venom. Oh. Okay. Sounds nice. Victims report feeling ecstasy, followed by burning, boiling, searing pain. Oh. The heart goes into overdrive. Some victims say it feels like their heart is actually being crushed. Ugh. It's nasty business. It's a big part of why humans and other supernaturals hate vampires. So it isn't uncommon for them to be together, like how Azucena is part of the Okuras. Okay. I see. So I'm assuming the Okuras will be our main antagonist for this story. I see. And she knew Shizuka well enough that she owed something to her. Just what kind of dealings did Shizuka have with her? I don't know. What could she have been doing? I don't know. Yeah. But I promise we'll get to the bottom of this. Okay. For now, you should get some sleep. Yeah. It's been a rough night. I nod and manage to force my weary body off the sofa. Takumi immediately lies down where I was sitting and stretches out. I look down at him, looking so innocent with his eyes already closed. I try to reconcile what I'm seeing now with the man I saw earlier. But I vividly see Takumi pushing that dagger into the vampire's stomach with no hesitation. Well, girl, you can't hesitate in those situations. That's what gets you killed. Okay? It's either them or you. I open my mouth to say something. It feels like I should say something anyway. But I don't know what to say, so I close it. Takumi's eyes open, looking at me curiously. Thinking about joining me again? Ew, no. Hell yeah, it's about something else. Ew, no. Hell yeah. I don't know. I feel like teasing him. I always love teasing him when we give our, like, blatant answers. We'll say hell yeah. Hell yeah, move over. Seriously? I mean, lol, no, kidding. The bed would be more comfortable, right? I reach down and smack Takumi, giggling. Maybe some other time. Good night. Don't tease me like that. I wave Takumi off and turn around. It isn't lost on me that Takumi's teasing might be genuine. It doesn't matter because my focus is on other things right now. Anyway, yes, don't have time for my romantic aspects, you know? I got business. I got to get to the bottom of shady shit. Takumi deserves better than some freak like me anyway. Oh, but girl. With those gloomy thoughts of company, I head to my room to sleep. Alright. To bed I go. Huh? Where am I? Oh, you woke up in the middle of the night. I blink several times as I look up at the unfamiliar ceiling. Yeah. Slowly, sleep leaves my body and I remember yesterday's events. Yes. I roll over and grab my phone. I squint as soon as I unlock it, blinded by the overly bright screen. Ugh, why is it always so bright? It's just you. 3 a.m. Oh my goodness. The tiny numbers stare back at me from the phone screen. My stomach growls and I sigh, rolling back onto my back. I stare up at the ceiling. My sleep schedule is completely destroyed now, I know. But what does it matter anymore anyway? Not like I've got school to go to, or a job, or anything. Right, cause you know. Oh wait, I forgot to officially withdraw. Yes. Oh, damn. I sigh again. I'll have to do that later. Yeah, the longer I lay in bed, the more I realize that I won't be able to fall back asleep. My stomach practically screams in protest, and I know that I have to give in and go look for something to eat. Really? I don't think 3 a.m. is a really great time to, eat a meal. I don't know, it's just me. I wonder if I should get up, though. Taku is sleeping out there on the couch, so what if I wake him up? Right. It was nice of him to take the sofa, even though he's obviously known Aurelia longer. Yeah. And it was nice of Aurelia to get me some pajamas. I looked down at my tank top, grateful that I didn't have to sleep in my clothes another night. The pajamas had been on the bed when I stumbled into the room. Aw, thanks Aurelia. They've both been so kind to me. I wonder how they met anyway. My stomach growls and I realize that the smell of something cooking has been permeating the air. Oh, okay, so somebody's up before me. Alright. They got the same idea as I did. Maybe that's what woke me up. Food. I sit up in bed and see that there's a light coming from under the door. So someone's up then. Yeah. With that thought, I get up to investigate. Oh, wow, you guys are such night owls. I walk into the living room to find Taku, now in normal clothing, sitting cross-legged on the sofa. Aurelia is talking to him, all curled up in the chair. Yes. Both sit with plates of food in their laps, the dining room table completely ignored. Well, it's just for aesthetics purposes. I feel like I've interrupted some private talk between two old friends. I feel a little shy when their eyes land on me. Hey, you're up early. Yeah. Food's on the counter if you want some. Oh shit, yeah, thanks. Thanks. You're one to talk. You just got in, didn't you? Oh, yeah. The two continue chatting and I shuffle over to the kitchen. I start rummaging through Aurelia's cabinets to find the plate. There's so many cabinets here. Maybe I should just ask her which one. Yeah, good idea. I'm about to do just that when Taku and Aurelia's conversation turns to a topic of interest. Okay. You're not going to believe this, but I saw her. Oh, I saw Azucena. Azucena? Is that how you pronounce her name? Aurelia stops eating for a moment and stares at Taku. Hana's mother's home? Yeah, Hana's mother's home. Taku nods. She said she was looking for something. What did you do? I got us the hell out of there. I know I can't handle her. Good man. So it sounds like she has a connection to the sorceress then. Yes, Aurelia continues chewing thoughtfully and I realize that I've found the cabinet with the plates. Good on you. I grab one, walk over to the counter and begin spooning some of the food on it. Yeah. Eggs with salsa, I'm guessing? I guess. I don't know, I don't see it. My mouth won't stop watering at the smell. Then, when Aurelia begins talking again, I'm instantly drawn back out of my hungry thoughts. Then you'll find this little piece of information useful. What? I was going to tell you anyway, since I think it'll be useful for your Yazu case. Oh, Yazu case! Is your brother missing? Oh, Yazu case. I glanced over at Taku, but his eyes remained locked on Aurelia. He looked so serious and tense that I decided to wait before asking anything. Feeling the tension in the air, I wait where I am quietly. I've heard this tidbit for a while, but I wanted to make sure it would grow into something you could use before I told you. There is a growing faction of vampires within the Okura Mafia that are planning to rebel against Azucena. They call themselves the Silver Dogs. Whoa, what's it called? Some mutiny. They seem like they're getting pretty organized, so they might be a good starting place for info. Is that so? This may be a good time as any to step in. I walk to the dining table, sitting in the chair facing them in the living room. But if I can ask, what does this have to do with Yazoo? The pair look at me. The silence between us draws on, turning awkward. I wonder if I was okay in asking that. Nope. Some deep secrets and shit. But he was my friend too, and Taku hasn't mentioned him once. Did something bad happen to Yazoo? Is he alright? Takumi and Aurelia both look away. Takumi then sighs and looks back to me. No, he's not okay. Well, figures. I gasp. Why? What's happened? Taku begins the story as Aurelia looks on. 3 years ago. Okay, the day you left, while on the job, Yazoo was attacked by someone. Oh no. Someone I believe may have been a vampire. Okay. He was critically injured as a result. He's been in a comatose state since that day. Oh, damn. Damn. I rest my hand over my anxious heart. My god, he's been in a coma. Yes. For 3 years? Damn. Shit, Taku nods. Yeah, and I've been looking for the person who did it ever since. Okay. Oh no, Yazoo, he used to always be so kind to me. He always looked after us. He was so cool and confident. Of course, I was so young, I couldn't help but admire him for it. And as time passed, I thought I was in love, and now he's... Oh, wow, you crushed on his older brother. I look at Taku. Why didn't you tell me? All this time, I was thinking he was alright. I didn't see a reason to change that. There was no reason for you to know. No reason for you to suffer through knowing no reason for you to suffer through knowing when you can't do anything. Yes, that's true. Isn't it kinder to just let you go on as if everything is still okay? Still, but even though ignorant is bliss, but it's still, ignorance is not always the perfect state to be in. Taku's voice falls to a whisper. Sometimes I wish I didn't know. A silence falls in the room as tears drip down onto my food. Oh no, it's gonna get salty. Taku's quiet voice is all that breaks it. On that day you left, that's where I was. I had a bad feeling about Yazoo and I went after him. Oh right! Yeah, cause Taku didn't show up to see her off at the airport when she was gonna leave for England? Yes? The UK? Yes. When I found him, I saw a woman with long black hair. Okay. I can't remember her face though, for some reason. Amnesia spell or some shit. But I think that woman might have been Azucena. Really? Azucena had like brown hair, no? Unless dark brown hair, I don't even know. Azucena, the leader of the mafia? Well, why would she have been involved? Taku avoids my eyes. She may have been involved with Yazoo in some way. I can't say the specifics yet. Yeah. I've been working on this case on the side for the past 3 years. But it's tough because everyone who was directly involved with it disappeared a long time ago. Oh, okay. No leads then. All this time, he's been training, working, going to school and working on this case too? Yes. That must have been incredibly difficult. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have yelled. I had no idea that anything was wrong, so I was just shocked. But that's no excuse. I'm sure you've been through hell with this, yes. Taku doesn't say anything, just looks away. I think for a moment and then continue. But still, I'd like to see Yazoo, if possible. Taku gives me an inscrutable expression and I feel myself tense as he stares at me. I begin to wonder if I've done something wrong before he gives an awkward smile. I feel the tension leave my body and the atmosphere in the room immediately lightens. Wow, I never realized just how big of an impact Takumi's smile can have on my mood. Sure, but I'm kind of wiped out. Yeah, not used to having missions back to back. I'm sure you feel the same, so maybe we should take a break tomorrow. Right. I need to go back to my apartment, get some things, and handle some other stuff. Okay. Then we could go see him on Thursday or Friday. Okay. Break? I hadn't thought about it, but yeah, you're right. I'm sore all over and tired. Yes, too many near-death situations. There's just been so much adrenaline lately. Yeah, I can't say you get used to it, but it does get easier to deal with. Taku stands up and yawns. Hana, I'm tired of sleeping on the couch, and you seem pretty rested, so I'm taking your bed. Okay? Yeah, sure, go ahead. Good night. Okay, what? Taku puts his plate in the sink and waves goodnight. He then promptly walks to the guest room and shuts the door. A tinkling laugh comes from somewhere in the room, and I'm surprised to see it's Aurelia. He's not really what you'd call a gentleman, right? I admit I'm surprised he ever gave you that bed. I admit I'm surprised he ever gave you the bed. What a jerk. I like that about him, though. He could have just told me. I like that about him, though. He's straight up with me. I like that about him, though. Do you? Aurelia's voice seems just a little too amused to me. Not like. Oh my god, this is where you gotta find your intonations. So, not like. There, that's how you properly say that sentence. Whoever said you did. That's right. But if you did, he'd be pleased. Yes, because he's been crushing on us for like who knows how long. I don't remotely know what to say to that, so I just cough and clear my throat, which of course sends Aurelia laughing again. Well, I'll be gone on a trip with Pax for a few days soon, so you can have my bed if you want. Aw. Just wash the sheets after and I won't care. Okay, yeah, I got that. Oh, and no sex in it, please. No, we're not gonna do that. We'll at least do it in the guest room. I immediately shake my head. I really seriously doubt. No, that won't happen. No, so thank you. Desperately, I try to change the subject. So have you known your friend Pax a long time? Yeah, many years. Longer than you've been alive. She's an interesting sort. Oh. Wow, really? You look so young. Is she like you then? I'm a sylph. We come from Avalon. Oh. Yeah, that seems really familiar, but I think I know. Yeah. Pax does too, though I didn't know her then. They call her Pirate Queen Pax, actually. Pirate Queen Pax. But while she may look the part, I can tell you that woman's no queen. Oh. It sounds like she's really fond of Pax. She sounds really cool. I'd like to meet her one day. Aurelia shakes her head. Nope. Be careful what you wish for. She's a force to be reckoned with, always dragging me into this or that. Oh. She sighs. But she has a good heart, mostly. Oh, that reminds me. What? Aurelia hops up lightly, and I realize there are tiny semi-transparent wings on her back. Aw, that's so cute! A little gasp escapes my lips, but I don't say anything. So sylphs have wings like that. That's so cool. Yeah. Aurelia goes and grabs what seems to be a heavy bag from by the door and comes to stand in front of me. Are these clothes? Pax and I both gathered up a bunch of musty old books we had lying around. Oh, books! They're from our adventuring and whatnot that we never got around to selling. Oh. Can't guarantee anything about them, but they are magical texts if you want to take a look at them. Oh, okay. They're even in human languages. Most of them anyway, I think. Aurelia places the bag next to me. I immediately reach into it and grab a heavy old tome covered in dust. Wow. I rub the dust away, revealing part of a word. Necromancing? Curiosity mixed with fear runs through me, but most of all, excitement. I look up, beginning to speak. Thanks. Oh, she's gone. But the door across the hall closes and I realize that Aurelia's already gone. I shrug. Alright. Oh well, I'll just have to thank her properly tomorrow. I pull out all the books and spread them out on the table, carefully looking over each one. I love books, but I haven't had time to read any in ages, so I'm kind of excited to read something again. And especially on magical shit. A small voice in the back of my mind whispers that I could read a lot more if I didn't drop out of school, but I ignore it. I pick up what seems to be the most innocuous one, titled Magic and You, A Complete and Speedy Guide to the Beginning of a New You. Ah, yes. My book right here. I settle in on the sofa with the book and finally begin to eat my cold food. And a little bit salty because I cried in it. For the remainder of the night, I read until I pass out where I sit. Alright, Chapter 5, Respite for the Wicked. Ooh, that's actually interesting. I wonder what's it about. Right now, Takumi is taking me somewhere on a scooter, okay. But yesterday, like a vampire, I slept the entire time the sun was up. Yes. So I'm awake and I'm officially a night owl. Though who knows if they even do that, can't believe they're real, right? But when I woke that evening, both Taku and Aurelia were gone. Oh. I took care of withdrawing from Hagiwara as much as it hurt to do so, right? But I know that I can't concentrate on my studies right now. If I try to focus on too many things, I'll just fail everything, so something had to go. I studied a lot more as well. Okay? Besides, beginning to gain knowledge of what sort of magic there are. I found out that even just a basic summoning of magic can take a long time to master. Which is depressing me, honestly. Yeah. Well, whatever. I'm determined to get a hold of it. I'm determined to get a hold on it all until I can find Shizuka and make her reverse this shit. Well, that's if she can actually do it, you know? I did practice controlling and calming my magic though. After that, it was pretty easy to figure out that my magic is directly connected to my feelings. I studied control late into the night again, with never seeing Taku or Aurelia that day. Or okay, where are they? And when I woke up this evening, Takumi was suddenly there saying he was going to take me out for a Friday night date. Okay. Having no choice but to agree, I'm now on Takumi's scooter, my arms wrapped tightly around him so I don't fall off. Admittedly, it's nice to feel the wind in my hair and to actually not think about anything gloomy for once. I wonder where Taku's taking me. Well, he did promise us that we can see Yazu on the Friday or the Thursday. And today's the Friday, so I don't know. I already asked 3 times, but he won't tell me. Oh my god, yes! Yes! I love this! How did you know? Oh my god, yes. I can't hide my surprise when we walk into a big pool area. Of all the places I expected to go, it wasn't here, but I'm still excited. I'm hyped. This is where I work as a lifeguard, or well, did up until yesterday. Oh, but you quit? Oh. What do you mean by that? I have a feeling that shit is about to hit the fan, so I asked for some time off work, indefinitely. Yes. Oh. Since I got a good track record, they agreed to let me come back whenever I wanted. Oh, nice. If I ever do, anyway. Okay. Shit hitting the fan? And how do you know this exactly? Well, with you suddenly coming into my life, right, and the possible breakthrough in Yasu's case, let's just call it detective's intuition. Okay. Yes, okay. Anyway, I'll go get us some snacks. There we go. Taku leaves and I turn to examine the pool, but I didn't bring a bathing suit though. You didn't tell me. Other than some people playing with a beach ball, hardly any people are here. Although that's hardly surprising considering the time of day and year. Oh, is it like fall or some shit? Taku quickly comes back with some snacks and points to the edge of the pool. We can chill over there. Okay. Unless you want to get in the pool? With what bathing suit, right? My thoughts exactly. I'm fine. The air's kind of cold in here anyway. I'll just dip my toes in, you know. Just wait, I guess. We go sit at the edge of the pool with our snacks, and after rolling up our pant legs, we dangle our feet in the pool. Yeah, that's what I would do too. So how'd you start working here? I knew you were really into swimming, but I didn't think you'd be a lifeguard. But I still didn't think you'd be a lifeguard, yeah. I asked while struggling with one of the snack bags. Whoever makes them so hard to open? Who even makes them so hard to open? Girl, you're struggling with a snack bag? Are you kidding me? I'm so weak. The struggle doesn't last long. Takumi takes the bag from my hands, opens it for me, and hands it right back. Thanks. Well, I needed money for my night job gear. Okay. And I was accepted into Hagiwara on a swimming scholarship, so it just made sense. Taku shrugs and takes some food from my bag. Don't drop it in the pool. I stare at him for a moment, a little surprised that he'd just help himself like that. Well, oh. But what's more surprising, or perhaps not at all, is how natural it feels for him to do it. The familiarity of the situation brings back memories of us sitting together like this in the past and sharing whatever food we had. Some things really do stay the same, yeah. And you started your night job because... well, because of Yazoo, yeah? No? Yes? Yo? Yeah? Because after looking for clues on what happened to Yazoo, I hit a wall. Oh, okay. I met Aurelia during that time. It's a long story. Well, tell me. Tell me anyways. What? I know you want to know anyway. Yes. You're as curious as ever. Well, Takumi moves Takumi moves a little closer to me. That was the sentence's fault, not mine. Okay, so he moves a little closer to me. It's almost as if it was unconscious, like he's seeking comfort for whatever he's about to tell me. Taku looks up at the sky through the glass. Okay. After you left, I started staying at Yasu's place, looking for clues on what happened to him. I searched Yoru as well, of course, because, shady shit, shady place. I was a young kid and I didn't know anything, so I got beat up a lot in those days. Yeah, I figured. Thinking back on it, those were some hella shitty times. I barely had enough to eat and my parents thought I was at my grandmother's. Oh. Two cops didn't even know their kid was missing. Wow. Or you're just really good at covering your footprints, Eventually, I ran into vampires, right? I saw some things back then. Sorry, I can't help but it's a serious story and I feel really bad for him and he's had it rough, but the whole sentence of, I saw some things, it changed me. It's just an overplayed, joke, punchline at that point. Sorry. Death, and worse, things I wasn't able to prevent. Yeah. I was lucky to get out alive, and I was such an idiot. I did so many stupid things. Well, you were young, and you wanted to get answers. Takumi sighs. I met Aurelia when she bailed me out. From one stupid decision too many. Okay. She saved my life during that mess, and I kind of saved hers. Oh, okay. After that, she thought I should follow in my father and brother's footsteps. Okay. She said I should try to. She said I should try to direct all the passion and energy I had into helping others. She became my parkour mentor and helped me meet people that would teach me how to use weapons. Okay. With her help, I opened up my unofficial private detective agency as Dante Shirogane. Dante Shirogane? Is that... okay. And the rest is just history. Wow, that's... I look away. For some reason that I can't quite grasp, I feel incredibly sad. You were so busy while I was away. And you probably faced so many hardships. Yeah. No other way to put it. We fall silent and simply look up at the sky above together. What? We fall silent and simply look up at the sky above together, our hands so close together that we're nearly touching. So close that I can almost feel him. As the sun sets, a cool breeze passes between us, and I take my feet out of the water, pulling my knees against my chest. Looking down at the water, I begin speaking. I didn't think we'd ever get to do this again. I thought that you didn't ever want to speak to me again back then. When you didn't show up to say goodbye that day. Of course I always want to talk to you. Aw, I'm sorry. Yeah, after you left the country, I didn't know how to reach you. I'm glad I was able to help Yazoo, even if I was too late and too useless. But I always regretted never getting to say goodbye to you. Aw. So I'm glad you're here now. Yeah. Taku hesitantly puts his hand on mine and I glance down at it. Remove your hand, give his hand a squeeze, look away and do nothing. I'm gonna give your hand a squeeze. I give Takumi's hand a small, reassuring squeeze. I look into his eyes, trying to communicate that it's okay, that we're still friends. For now. We can progress into something more. But Takumi looks surprised more than anything. What? After a moment, he looks away. Aw, shy baby. After a moment, Taku sighs and pulls his hand away, putting it into his lap. Hey, Hana. What? When you were young, didn't you used to have a crush on my brother? Yes, I did, actually. What? His question throws me off balance. I tried to gather myself a bit before answering. It was probably a bit more than a crush, but yeah, I guess. I push a strand of hair out of my face. Why are you even asking that now? Just wondering. Aw. So what did you do while you were gone? How was the UK? Yeah. It was nice. It's an interesting place, very different from Japan, and yet similar in some ways. I liked it, but I feel most at home here. What? Hey, watch out! Oh no, volleyball! Wild volleyball! I look up and see a ball coming right at me. Oh. In the brief moment between panic and understanding what's happening, I suddenly feel like I've been set on fire. Oh. The ball explodes in midair before it can get close to me. Oh. Oh, Hana. Hana. Hana, you don't do this out in public. Behind the flaming falling pieces of the ball, I can see the people's confused and terrified expressions. Uh-oh. Cover blown. What? My skin feels like it's being stabbed with millions upon millions of hot needles. Uh-oh. I can't turn it off, whatever it is exactly. I'm on fire. What do I do? I look at Takumi and a small flame bursts into life and explodes midair. Whoa, right where he was sitting before he suddenly hopped away. Hana. Hana! Hana, turn it off! In a rush, Takumi gets behind me and covers my eyes as he pulls me up from the pool. Although blinded and confused, the sensation of Takumi's unexpectedly soft hands on my eyes feels almost calming amidst the chaos. Sorry about the ball, guys. Wow, that was crazy, huh? I hear him say even as he drags me along somewhere. In a strange moment of serenity, what? In a strange moment of serenity, among the utter panic, a single thought comes to mind. What? We must look like a pair of complete weirdos right now. Yes, thanks to you, Hana. Takumi desperately whispers to me. Cover your eyes. Okay. He drops his hands and pulls me along by the hand instead. Okay. I do as I'm instructed, even as the fear settles in my head. Shit, what just happened? Did I do that? Yes, you did. Did I destroy the ball? Did I destroy that ball? Did I almost hurt Takumi? Yes, you did. Without another word, we rush out of the pool. Well, that was a date gone wrong. I had to keep my eyes closed even on the scooter until the ride itself calmed me down. Afterward, I immediately felt exhausted to the point that Takumi offered to let me ride on his back, but I refused. I tiredly trudge past Aurelia, who follows me with her eyes. I don't have the energy to look back as Takumi starts explaining what happened to her. Yeah, I need a tutor. I seriously need a tutor. I fall into the bed, barely able to keep my eyes open. Damn these powers, I'm so worn out. I didn't ask for this shit. Yeah, I need to find Shizuka as soon as possible. The door opens then, but I can't find the strength to push myself up to see who it is. Taku comes into view then. How are you feeling? I feel like shit. Like shit. Yes, exactly. You really haven't changed much. Anyway, I wanted to tell you that I'm going out tonight to get something that will help you with your powers. Is it a gear crystal? I'm having Aurelia help me, so if something happens and you need us, just call me. Okay. We won't be too far away. Okay. I barely managed to nod before I fall asleep. Okay, bye. Bye. Oh, where are we? Oh, the hospital, yes. We're going to see Yazu. When I woke up today, it was of course evening. Somehow I've started to get used to hardly ever seeing the sun up anymore. I'm turning into a vampire, oh no! But this time I'm sure I slept so long because of how exhausted I was from yesterday's power outburst. As I walk through the hospital with Taku at my side, I wonder if it's safe for me to be here. No, I'm fine as long as I control my emotions, right? Right. Takumi made good on his promise to bring me to see Yazu, but now that I'm here, I'm super nervous. We come to a halt in front of a door. Takumi briefly glances at it before focusing on me. Here it is. My mom usually visits on Saturdays, so she's probably in there. Oh my. Oh, alright. Okay. I'm gonna go then. Oh, you're not staying? I need to finish getting you what I mentioned to you yesterday. Okay. Taku turns around before I can say much and starts walking away. See ya. Okay. He doesn't turn around, just gives me a quick wave as he walks away. Okay. I stare at his back as he leaves, right up until he turns at a corner and disappears from sight. I'm getting the feeling that Taku didn't want to be here at all. I wonder how often he comes to visit then. I turn back toward the door and steel myself, taking in a deep breath. He said his mother is in here. She always was so kind to me, but it has been a while. You can do this, Hana. I mean, you're here now, so, might as well. With that, I push open the door to the hospital room. Okay, I walk into the hospital room and I immediately see Takumi's mother, Nyoko. Ah, Nyoko. She turns and when she sees me, she greets me with a smile. Long time no see. Hana. Oh, you remember me. Takumi said you would be coming. It's been so long. Yes. I walk up to Nyoko, feeling a little awkward, and give her a small bow. Ah, Nyoko steps closer and pulls me into a one-armed hug. I freeze at first, not knowing what to do or how to react. But I quickly find myself smiling. Nyoko has never been one for formality, I guess. She hasn't changed at all. When Nyoko pulls I can never say her name like smoothly. When Nyoko pulls away, I get a good look at her face and it hits me just how much I've missed her. Whenever she wasn't working, she was always more of a mother to me than Shizuka ever was. Yeah. You've grown so much. Aw, thank you. You're such a lovely young lady now. Oh, thank you. Though you always were the cutest child. Ah, thanks. Thank you. Nyoko's expression suddenly relaxes into a frown, and I realize that she must wear it far often than a smile. Yeah. Did Takumi already leave then? Yeah, he did. I nod. Nyoko sighs and looks away. Takumi doesn't like to see Yazu. He hasn't for years. Oh, wow. I finally asked him why he doesn't come visit Yazu anymore. He said that he'll come and see him when he wakes up. Okay. There's the man. Oh. Nyoko glances out over at the hospital bed and I swallow, seeing the thin form lying there. Oh. I slowly walk over to Yazu, hooked up to various monitors. Yeah. He looks deathly pale, but oddly enough, he doesn't seem to be wasting away. He grew into such a handsome man, but I hate seeing him like this. He looks so thin and pale, like death itself. I hate it. Yeah, no wonder Yazu doesn't want to see him like this. I mean, Taku. No wonder Taku doesn't want to see him like this. Nyoko comes to stand next to me. They still don't know what's wrong with him. Oh. She sighs deeply and says in a small voice, I just want my son back. We all do. I feel a stab in my heart at the weariness and pain in Nyoko's voice. Why did this have to happen? No wonder Taku's so determined to solve this case. Yes, he must want to bring some kind of closure to his mother at the least. Yeah. I spend a little more time talking to Nyoko before I begin to feel like I can't handle it anymore. Being here with Yazu, who almost looks like he's dead, and a depressed and hopeless Nyoko, I can't take it. I want to cry or scream or do something. But what can I really do? And for some reason, something seems off with Nyoko. What's up? She won't look at me in the eye at times, and keeps cutting her sentences short. I wonder if there's something she's hiding, but I can't figure out exactly what it might be. In the end, I decided to leave soon after. With too much on my mind, I go back home to Aurelia's place. Okay. I found my way back to Aurelia's on my own, taking the train that Takumi has sent me information about. The feelings in my heart were so heavy that it had felt like I had to drag myself back. Yeah. I'm so distracted that I forgot that Aurelia had put in some new magical verification system and nearly tripped the alarm. Oops. Luckily, I remember quickly enough that I'm able to wave my hand in front of the crystal lock in time. I don't even want to think about what might happen if the alarm got tripped. Okay, when I get in, no one's there yet again. I sigh, feeling especially lonely. Yeah. I guess they're both busy with whatever. I go to the kitchen, still feeling weird about rummaging through someone else's cabinets. But a girl's gotta eat, so yeah, I'm hungry. While I try to reach a box of cookies from the top shelf, something catches my eye. What? Huh? I turn and see books on the dining room table stacked high. Ooh, more books for me to, read? Forgetting food for now, I go over to investigate. After scanning through a few of them, I realize that many of these new ones talk about how to get control and power fast. Sounds a little suspicious, but I guess I'll have to take what I can get. I wonder if Takumi brought these in? Yeah, maybe. I grab some food and settle in to study while I eat. Suddenly I feel more awake and very thankful for the distraction from that depressing hospital visit. After reading for a while and checking the different books, it seems that all of them talk about something called death magic. Oh, well this isn't what I wanted. A type of magic powered by souls. Sounds terrifying, but alright. Okay. As I read on though, something else becomes clear. The user generally utilizes their own soul to power it. Okay. It's not uncommon for a user to underestimate how much of a soul they have used. Maybe that's what happened with Yazu! I mean, like, why else would we be reading this? There has to be some significance. Some users have even died due to power overuse. Wow. Wow, this shit's scary. I know! I am supposed to be immortal now, though, so I am supposed to be immortal now, though. So do I really have to worry about death then? I don't know. Logically, I shouldn't, right? I mean... Besides, I could just use this to help me control these powers and find Shizuka. Okay. And then she can take her damn powers back. Still, I should ask Taku and Aurelia about the subject some other time. I continue to read on into the night. Yeah. Read on into the night until I'm passed out again. The next day, I'm startled out of sleep by a knock on my door. Whoa. I jump out of sleep right into confusion. Yes. Huh? Come in. Still feeling bleary, I sit up in bed as I rub my eyes. The door opens and Takumi walks in holding a purple shopping bag. Ah! I nearly hiss at the light being turned on. Good evening, milady vampire. Shut up. I have brought thee a gift. Thank you. Well, I'm pretty sure it's the gear crystal. I eye the bag in suspicion as Takumi places it on the bed next to me. Go ahead, see what's in it. I stare at him, but he just keeps on smiling. So I sigh and do as I'm told. I look inside the bag and pull out a piece of soft black folded clothing. As I unfold it, I realize it's a hooded dress. Okay. I look at Takumi, who only grins back at me. Why did you buy me more clothes? Because it isn't regular clothing, it's gear. Aha. You can sink into a gear crystal, actually. Yeah, you can sink it into a gear crystal, actually. I'll have Aurelia do that later. Okay. Do you know what a gear crystal is? No. I nod. Oh, do you? I read about it. Oh, okay. If you sink enchanted clothing to a gear crystal, you change into it in an instant, right? Yes. Yep. And that gear is enhanced with really strong magic to help you with control and focus. I heard it belonged to a powerful sorceress once, hundreds of years ago, actually. So you pawn shop this? What? Or so the legend goes. Or maybe it was some other kind of supernatural, like a mage. Legends are always kind of unclear. Another sorceress? What? I examined the clothes. The fit and style looks too modern to belong to anyone from hundreds of years ago. Yeah, right? Are you really sure about that? Taku nods. Okay. Yeah, it looked very different before Aurelia and I had someone tailor it. Oh, okay. That explains it. Taku looks away. I took some of your clothes. Yeah. But not in a creepy way. Okay. Just so we could get a good fit. Okay. And I wanted to surprise you. I thought this style would really look good on you. Plus the hood will cover your identity. Okay. My cheeks suddenly feel a little hot and I look away from Takumi's piercing gaze. I take a deep breath to steady my heart and examine the dress. Thank you, Taku. I really like it. Yeah, nice. No problem. I'm glad you do. Okay. So, have you been studying up on magic? Yes. As much as I can anyways. I saw that pile of books is gone. I hold the dress to my body and look at Taku. Yeah, every night for hours. It's actually pretty interesting. Yeah. At least the books you got me. Oh, that reminds me. I found out there's a spell that will let me teleport short distances using a person's soul as a beacon. So I'd be able to follow you without dragging you down when you're doing your ninja thing. I think I might even be able to see you while you're not there this way. Oh, okay. Although it's normally a really complicated spell, so I'd have to use my soul to power it instead. I tried it a few times last night and managed to port a short distance once, though it really exhausted me. Taku nods. That sounds perfect. You can get some real practice in tonight then. We're going tonight? Oh, what do you mean? Are we going somewhere? Yeah. Yep, not a job though, a mission. We're going to try and meet the leader of the Silver Dogs. Okay. The name sounds familiar, but I have to think about it for a second before I remember. It's the name of that rebel faction within the Okura Mafia that Aurelia told about that Aurelia told Taku about. Yes, a faction that wants to take out Azucena del Bosque. Yeah. What? Why? Well, how do you even know if they'll meet with us and not just kill us on sight? I don't. Oh, you. Okay. So then what? Takumi says his next words with so much conviction, it's almost as if he's trying to convince himself more than anyone. Because I believe I can make them listen. I have to. Okay, I need this. We both do. This is our biggest lead to both finding Shizuka and finding out what happened to my brother. I have to know what really happened to him, who he really was. Okay. There are signs, evidence that he might have been working with the Okuras. Oh no. That he might have been Azucena's lover. Oh. What? Whoa. Whoa, shit. That took a big twist. A big turn. The words hit me like a blow to the stomach. I can only imagine what the thought alone does to Takumi, right? That's why I have to do whatever it takes. That's why I have to solve this mystery. I need to know what happened to Yasu's final... I need to know what happened in Yasu's final days, yeah. We stare at each other in silence. I search Takumi's eyes and see a sort of intensity and confidence that I've never seen before. Finally, I drop my gaze and give a slight nod. Well, I'll do my best not to get in your way. Taku frowns down at me and puts a hand on his hip. And you can't have that kind of attitude on a mission. I snap my head up to look at him. I know this is a lot to handle all at once, and I'm sorry about that. But I wouldn't bring you if I thought you couldn't handle it. Aww. I've hardly ever known exactly what I'm doing when I go on missions. You just kinda wing it. Every night I go out, I'm nervous. My heart won't stop pounding. It's racing right now, just thinking about what we have to do. Yes. Taku steps over to me and takes my hand, pressing it against his chest. Even through his jacket, I can feel the heat radiating from his body, the thumping of his heart against my hand. Sometimes I'm so anxious that I feel sick to my stomach. Every night, everything in me screams that I might not be able to do it this time, that this night might be the one I don't get to go home. I'm no different from anyone else. I get stressed, I get nervous, I'm afraid of failure. I don't want to die, yeah. But even though I'm terrified, I do it anyway, because I have to. I do anything I can to get the job done. My goodness, commitment. I couldn't live with myself otherwise, but with you... This time I won't be alone. With two people, I know we've got a better chance. I won't make you do anything you can't handle, Hana. Aw, okay. But I believe in you. I believe in that strong little girl that I always went on adventures with. Who, when pushed to it, can have more courage than anyone. You've been studying hard, practicing. You've got to trust yourself a little. Have some confidence in your own abilities. This time, I won't be alone out there, so I know I'll be stronger for it. I'll work hard to protect you, Hana. I just want you to watch my back. Aw, okay. If you can do that, then I'll find your mother and find out what happened to Yasu. I swear on my life I will. Wow, damn! I'm stunned at Takumi's sudden impassioned speech, but looking into his eyes, hearing his sincerity as he poured out his heart to me, his deepest fears, I know that I can trust him. I squeeze my new gear close to my chest and nod. I'll do whatever I can to protect you too. Takumi holds out a fist to me and I stare at it. Quickly realizing what he wants, I lightly bump his fist with mine. Yeah, fist bump. That means we're partners now, so I'll hold you to that. Okay. Go ahead, I don't break my promises. Taku nods, smiling, and turns to leave the room. But before he does, he stops, holding onto the door. Hurry and get ready. Okay. I'll be waiting for you. Okay. With that, Takumi leaves and shuts the door, leaving me alone. I can do this. Yeah, I can do it! I have to do this if I ever want to have another chance at a normal life, at a happy life. The irony of doing something crazy to get back to normal isn't lost on me. But I'm starting to realize that this universe has quite a sense of humor. I just have to rely on Takumi and help him however he can. I'll do whatever it takes to help him. I get out of bed and begin to get dressed, having reaffirmed myself and found new strength. Alright! Chapter 6, Shadows Crawl. Ooh, okay. Things are getting interesting. We're about to get into some dangerous territories. I wonder where I am for time, so I'm gonna just check real quick and see if I should continue to chapter 6 or if I should stop here. Okay, you guys, I think I'm pretty good in terms of time. I think this is a great place to leave it at because I'm not too sure how long chapter 6 might be. And if it goes on for too long, then I'll just end up having a really super long episode with an awkward cut. Yeah, with an awkward split. And then, or if anything, I would also end up with an episode that's like we stop in the middle of chapter 6 somewhere, and it's in those instances it's really hard for me to kind of gauge as to where is best to leave off on. So this is perfect. So anyways, there you go, you guys. This is we're getting started on Takumi's route. Oh my god, we got there's some action-packed things going on. The mystery and the plot thickens in terms of like Yasu's involvement with this vampire mafia gang. Oh my god, it's just everything's just so hella shady. Anyways, so there we go. I hope you guys liked this episode, and please subscribe for more. Tune in next time for the next episode on Mystic Destinies. We are back once again, rolling with this universe. So I hope you guys, are super excited as I am to be back into this game. But for now, I will leave it here. And until then, you guys, bye.